win there could be all they need. I've just had word Cl4rity and Lynx will be taking to the field first. And Lynx, we know, is another organization that has really, I mean, it has stable funding. It's going well as an org.
Yeah, they've got some great teams. They're a real up-and-coming org.
Yep.
But I love their social media presence. They're going big. It's a huge pickup from them. They took out, I'm going to have to say the name, Gooses with Nooses. So glad that they changed their names.
The picture was worse, I think.
The picture was terrible. But they are a great team.
Yeah.
Regardless of the fact that they're terrible memers who try and make the broadcast as hard as possible.
Apparently.
And they've really made a rise and shine. Just the last 2 weeks, they came out of the woodwork. They've got a solid chance. They're another team, Lynx, of having a good chance of making the top 8.
Yeah, we sat down after they first kind of appeared on our radar, and we're like, are they top 10, like, straight off the bat? So we had to have a sit-down and heated discussion of whether or not they just made it straight away.
Yep.
And Cl4rity eSports as well, another organization. We're in the lower bracket. We're in the outside of the top 8 teams, and we've still got these organizations here in OCE picking up teams, and these are a bunch of guys who are really hungry for it. They want to carry themselves into becoming professional gamers, and that's the first step for them, just getting into league play.
So coming through, we are in the lower bracket, gentlemen. We are looking at teams that have a long run ahead of them, but we need to look at predictions, and we need to see how Lynx can perform on the level. Tell me, Yummy Cheese, man, are Cl4rity looking good on an individual level? Because I feel like here individual mechanics might be a big part to play.
Individual mechanics is going to be the name of the game, and I think in that one, Lynx has the biggest advantage. They also have a bit more team synergy. I think they're going to win it out on both sides of the pitch, macro and micro.
Hey, all right.
Oh, God.
As this idiot likes to say all the time. But they're going to take it out 3-1.
3-1 Korea.
No, I'm in a similar boat to Yummy here. Cl4rity, I think, will be sad. They've just knocked out their friendly other Cl4rity team. So they're going to be coming off the back of that. And yeah, Gooses, now no longer Gooses. They're a very stable team.
Okay, so Lynx.
Yeah, I'm going Lynx.
All right, Lynx. Okay, thank you very much. Just let's call them Lynx. Let's move past
I had that icon stuck in my head.
I mean, if Cl4rity can see on the field and they really have that moment of clarity, then I think we'll see Cl4rity take it out. Yeah, there we go. Love you guys more.
Why did we invite you?
It's going to be 3-1, ladies and gentlemen. Cl4rity will see into the future. We are about to jump into game, however, gentlemen. And as we go through, Korea and I will be taking this one off. And Cl4rity eSports taking on Lynx as we finally get into game number 1.
That backboard pressure.
Look at Delusion straight out of the bat. Gates are running here for Lynx eSports. And Cl4rity, I mean, they're an organization that I haven't seen too much, I think, in terms of when we look at the story here. Lynx, yes, like Yummy said, have a lot of backing, but Lynx also showing up. Remember player like Snares coming through, or Snars. Like, Yummy never got it right for me. But I mean, he was a player we saw a lot, and individual mechanics, I think, when we talk about them coming into play, I look at Snares and I say that he was someone who always impressed me.
Yeah, that's a big thing. You can pick out these bubble teams and find impressive players right off the bat. It does show just how tight the competition is. And the backboard pressure both teams are trying to build showcases the playstyle for OCE for those NA watchers out there.
Yeah, but you can see it's not as controlled play coming through. They're just looking for big clears, and Lynx with another setup off the backboard again. Just trying to burn this first goal with only a minute in. The Snare's going to hit on back. Cl4rity eSports might find themselves positioning forward, but the ball gets past him. Azora misses, and he's just left waiting. Cl4rity have to be careful, because if Lynx keep finding this control, then it's going to be an absolute whitewash.
Exactly. A whitewash is kind of what we're expecting. As you said,
there it is.
There we see Sammy finishing it off, showcasing just what Lynx were wanting to bring to the table. Control, precision, finishing it down.
Yeah, Lynx, this is what we said, Korea. I mean, if you find an opening, Lynx are going to take it. Cl4rity eSports Club left with their hands in the air after that one. And already the first goal coming through from Lynx, and was the team that you guys were talking about.
Yeah, I expected big things out of them, and that's exactly what they're performing with. Through the lower bracket, they had a great run, and the only people that could shut them down was Conspiracy, who's a top 7 team.
Okay, well, I mean, let's see what happens if Lynx do make the run. We are only in game number 1, but already it feels like Lynx are having so much more control. Their possession is high above the charts, but this is a big mistake. Almost goes in. Cl4rity cannot repeat. They've been bumped out of the way. Lynx have another opportunity, but that was a close call, and mistakes like that cannot be made. With Cl4rity having another shot, it hits the crossbar. The Lols was trying to clean it up. but Lynx will luckily defend that one again.
That's a big point out there. Lulz was ready in position, but a little bit slow to act, and has now twice cost Cl4rity the opportunity to score by a little bit slow off the foot.
Lynx finding possession once again. They will be on the defense here, but going to hit it off the wall, and it will be responded by Rifle. That is a good shot down. Lynx still finding possession. There's no 1-2 pass plays here from Cl4rity eSports. Instead, Lynx are having, again, so much possession. They will be on the defensive once more, but it's just Cl4rity with these big, big kicks that Lynx are easily able to respond to.
That's a good point. They are making the big kicks, hysterics, but they're losing possession when they do it. They just pass it down the field. Lynx is comfortable to come back and steal it from them, and there we see Cl4rity unable to close that one.
Yeah, Zora had a great shot there, but it wasn't followed up again. Cl4rity looking a little bit sloppy in game one, and Lynx are again taking control of this possession. Playing around this midfield, they will try and pass it up, but back and forth like a game of ping pong is a really good way to judge the skill in Rocket League. It's a good way to judge how their mechanics are coming into play here. And Lynx, here we go. Here's another shot, another opportunity with Cl4rity eSports on the back foot here. Met in mid-air, Rifle that with a good touch. It will be challenged and set back up the field, but Lynx going to play it off this wall, and Sammy a little bit slow to respond again. The ping pong continues.
And this is an important thing. They may be slow to respond initially, but we have seen some good defense from them. So if they can just pick that pace up over the course of the series, we could see a really tight game come out of it.
But over again, the ball just goes over the top of Cl4rity eSports club here. Azora looks like the one to be setting up these shots, but this is a mistake. Delusion comes in, almost cleans it up. The lull, a soft clear like that will not work, but Rifle bringing it back down. Close quarters again. Lynx eSports let one through, and the lulls unexpectedly comes off the left wing.
This is good for him. The follow-up he had from about 30 seconds earlier has culminated with a beautiful goal. Tight angle as well, straight past the defense.
Yeah, didn't see him coming, but good response from Cl4rity eSports Club in game number one to tie it up neck and neck. With a minute 15 remaining, Cl4rity eSports are kind of switching on a little bit here, and Lynx went for these big plays and a little bit too aggressive, and now they're finally getting costed for it. Opening in the goal, misses the shot. Rifle, talk about switching on, and this guy is starting to prove his way.
Yeah, they're taking advantage of the Lynx mispositioning, and if they could just tighten up those shots, they could be able to pull this lead.
Well, the road to RLCS starts right here, ladies and gentlemen. These are our qualifiers, and the lower bracket, these guys have a lot of matches to go, so they are going to have to clean up their play. The lulz, someone I was talking about before, setting up a lot of these goals, scores one himself with 40 seconds remaining. Let's see how Cl4rity eSports Club continue to play game one.
And I expect it'll continue to improve across the course of the game. For most of these teams, this is the biggest tournament they've ever competed in.
Yep.
So there's going to be so much pressure on them. So as they get more comfortable, they're going to rise to the occasion.
Playing it off this wall, 20 seconds remaining. Lynx finally hitting the ball off that backboard here to lock it in. Lynx have another opportunity. They're going to play it nice and slow in front of this net, but not seeming to get it up. That's a great setup, but he can't turn around. Lynx playing it a little bit sloppy in front of this net. They're probably just going to let it go to overtime for it.
Yeah, Delusion a little bit slow on that rotation, but wanting to play it safe and not get punished by a big clear, as we saw earlier, by a small mistake in defense.
All right, the ball's going to hit the ground here. We're into overtime for the very first game of the very first day. Lynx taking on Cl4rity eSports, and it has been some kind of messy play. But I am glad that Cl4rity is starting to step up here in the later part of game one. Cl4rity eSports need to find this finishing goal, but Lynx could have found it first. Quick demolition in front of goal, but it's already been cleared.
Sammy needing to turn this right back round. A scary moment as Cl4rity is getting the first two touches, unable to follow up.
Okay, 20 seconds into overtime. Looking for the solo play. Delusion is going to take the ball himself, dribbles it off the backboard. The follow-up from Lynx is not there, not available. Going to be a very hard clear, but responded from Snares. He sends the ball back down. It's going to hit the roof and hit down again. But Lynx are not done just yet. Setting up the play over by this left wing. It gets centered, gets a shot. Azora pinches it out of that corner and sends it back away. This is the center for Lynx, however. Take that back. The lulz coming through, setting it up for Rifle on this left-hand wing to drop the ball. Not today, stranger. Lynx will continue with their defense and still make progressive play.
Yeah, that intercept by lulz in the air completely turned around all the pressure that Lynx had built and gave him an opportunity to go get that boost that they were all suffering low on.
There we go. The ball just slips through. What were Lynx doing there? Cl4rity eSports Club, I mean, was a little bit messy, but Rifle here pinches the ball off his friend and sends it into the goal.
Hey, however it happens in the end, that shot was on, and that's all that matters to take out that first game for Cl4rity.
Cl4rity eSports Club. That was a very impressive later part of game number 1. Again, we will have to see cleaner play coming through from all 6 contenders here. But in the lower bracket, they have a long way to go, and this is only the beginning. Lynx showed quite a lot at the start of that game career, but I feel like we, again, just want to see some more passing plays coming through.
Yeah, I'd love to see a little bit more passes because most of that game was about possession. Although in a large case, Cl4rity passing it over to Lynx and allowing them to...
Possession's a good word for it, yeah.
Control the pace of the game. But as soon as Cl4rity started getting their shots a little bit more on point and intercepting the plays of Lynx, like that beautiful one in the air by Lulz, they followed it into goals.
Game 2 is going to be a different story, though. Remember, they're only best of 5, so it's kind of low intensity, I guess you could say, coming through. In the lower bracket, these guys have to win this, the next, and then the next, and then they qualify. There are 3 more rounds to go for these guys. Take that, I think it's 4 more rounds to go to qualify into our top 8. And there's an opportunity here. Remember what top 8 get? We look at least $1,000 US for our 8th seed.
Which is a lot of dollary dues.
It's a lot of dollary dues.
The conversion rate is very good.
At the moment, it's fantastic. I mean, the price of oil goes up, the Australian dollar goes down. I don't understand.
Rip.
Oh, was that oil coming out of your eye?
I wish I'd be so much wealthier.
Should start digging. We'll see what we find here. No one's ever dug in Australia for oil. Sorry, just talking lies again.
Yeah, West Australia. Anyway, back on topic.
Yeah,
Cl4rity taking that first game out was
sure.
a beautiful showcase of just how tight these teams are, that they can put it to Lynx, the team we expected to win 3-1. So if they've already got 1 game off them, and it looks like they're going for that second goal.
Yeah, look at this, trying to dribble in himself rifle, being very ambitious. Sammy to come through, he will be on the defense, and let's see how we play this one out. If we're Cl4rity eSports Club, not very well at the start. Just going to go for the passing plays over by this right wing, and Azora is there, but it is just going to be pushed back out by Lynx. It's pretty good. They're going to pump the ball all the way out to this right wing, but it's instantly set back by Cl4rity eSports.
Yeah, they have a much better control of this game. Last game we saw the clears that were not followed up by Cl4rity, but they've controlled the last 30 seconds, are starting to get shots on, and beautiful little bumps too.
eSports Club stepping up the plays, and Curry, you were talking about the potential here. I mean, Cl4rity eSports Club, you guys predict, you talked about Lynx being probably the strongest team in this best of 5 here. But I mean, Cl4rity are really showing up here. They're actually taking control of the ball, and these dribble plays are an example of good things to come from Cl4rity. Taking this shot here, it's going to roll up in front of that net. Again, Cl4rity eSports Club not really finding the follow-up, but at least they're keeping the pressure on.
Yeah, they are quite a strong team. We do not want to undersell them at all.
No.
In the brackets leading up to this, they went 2-3 against Scylla, who's one of our Power 6 teams.
Yep.
So they're so close to being able to make it, and a good day could be what they need, and this is a showcase of them on a good day.
That was nice. The Lulz picking up his 2nd goal of this series, and this was slick. I tell you what, let's not undersell them, Korea. Let's just talk them up a little bit.
I don't think you need to talk them up. Realistic expectations, they are playing on point.
Meeting them on point as well. Lynx eSports are in a bit of trouble right now. And yes, it is a best of 5. We just updated that for you right now. But Cl4rity eSports Club looking in fine form in this series. And again, they're having another opportunity. It's Lulz on the right-hand side trying to take it himself. Delusion's in a bit of trouble, struggling to defend these goals. They put snares back in, and Cl4rity eSports Club, they're not done. It's going to go right over this net. And Azora, he's here, but the ball will get passed through him. Lulz is there to receive and back him up. We're having another shot. If we're Cl4rity eSports Club, we're looking comfortable as well. Using the we, because right now Cl4rity are moving as viewed.
Yeah, they are the royal we, because they are currently ruling over this game pretty convincingly. Possession has been mostly theirs, and every time Lynx goes for it, there we see they come and steal it straight back.
We're seeing some really big plays coming through here. I mean, we're seeing some big passes, I should say, that aren't always hitting the mark. There's a lot of challenges, a lot of 50-50s, a lot of misses like that as well. Like we keep saying, they're going to have to step it up moving forward, because our team here will be taking on another winner of the lower bracket. The competition gets intense, it gets immense. And Cl4rity eSports Club is showing us here that they do have what it takes, but the question is whether Lynx can really step it on back. There it is, Sammy. Maybe the answer is yes.
Yep, they also have the time. This is what I love about the OCE scene right now, is it's so tight, and teams like Lynx who have mechanical skill can get shots from within that corner and put them away solo.
Lynx solid on the play there. And I tell you what, Lynx are trying to bring this one back. 2 minutes 30 remaining and a goal apiece. Lynx are going to start it all up again. It's Sammy there. Ball will get hit back. Snares, is he going to go in for the 50-50? Yes, he is. And he wins that challenge off to a starting halt. as Lynx come through the kickoff with a bang. They're going to follow it up. Delusion's there. The ball touched again. That was great from Clarity eSports.
Yeah, they have had great aerial intercepts and winning those 50-50s, but Sammy does not care for it and just camps that goal beautifully, giving him the second of the game.
What is about Lynx? I mean, this is a surprise again coming through from Sammy. Hits the ball down, it bounces up, and Clarity just let it go in.
He's like, no, it's mine, guys. This is my ball, and I am putting this away because I want to go to RLCS. Me, not just the team.
Not me, not just Stick.
No
right.
royal we for him.
So I was talking about team play, and straight away it's all about Sammy now.
Yeah, Sammy is the story master.
Sammy the Savage. 2-1 already. Lynx are controlling the ball quite better in game number 2. Let's see if they can really short this one up. Another goal could mean that Lynx take a game as well and kind of start cleaning up this series. Cl4rity Esports Club, however, they're not down, they're not out. They have what it takes, but leaving the ball open here for Sammy is not what it takes. That's a great goal. Good setup coming through from Sammy himself.
Yep, setting it up for the rest of the team just showcases they're not about one-man march-throughs. They can give the rest of their team what they need to get that goal. And in the top right pocket as well, nice shot.
Yeah, Lynx, like I said, maybe another goal would shore up this game too. And they've picked it up now, so it's just about keeping that pressure up. And on the offense, I want to see Lynx really pushing the limit, making sure the ball cannot get into Cl4rity Esports' hands. Because Rifle has done this before. He's shown that Cl4rity have got better ball control when they're in their possession. Lynx, they're not letting it out of this hub. Good play so far.
Yeah, they got to keep it safe because we have seen crazy things come out of lulls in the air, so they cannot afford to give the opportunities to Lynx. Otherwise, they'll just capitalize.
You could say that Delusion wanted to miss the ball there just so it went through to the back line of Lynx. Another miss coming through there. Lynx take it too far and capitalize. You cannot miss the ball if you're Cl4rity Esports.
Well, that's the thing. It's early in the day. The teams will hopefully clean this stuff up before they get back into the teams that are dropping down from the upper bracket.
Yep.
So if you're going to make mistakes, early in the day is the time to do it because you have time to recover.
Well, Lynx are up 3 goals, and Cl4rity Esports Club do not look good in game number 2, with Lynx really being dominant in the later part of this game. So far, so good for Lynx, and they will keep this up, I assure, but Cl4rity Esports Club still have a big window of opportunity here. Push the ladder, force Lynx into a corner. We have had a high-scoring game in game number 2, and it's sure not to stop now.
Yeah, and we're seeing some great defenses. Why the score is so high on one side and not the other. Delusion and Snares just did some beautiful saves from right off the backboard, halting everything that Cl4rity is pushing forward.
Yeah, now Snares is pushed up, so Lynx look like they really want to play on that aggression. Not even worrying too much about the defense right now. They're going to keep it up this side of the field. And with 20 seconds remaining, I think Lynx and that demo will be able to take game number 2 and do 1 apiece. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, best of 5. So these guys have lots of opportunity. But if they lose in the lower bracket here, they will be eliminated. So everything is on the line for RLCS.
You have no rival series here currently in Australia, which does mean it's all RLCS or bust. So you need those wins.
Well, Lynx will take that one. Game number 2, proudly supported by Maccas. That's right, I threw that one in there. It's because I'm very hungry as well. Lynx, 2 goals, 2 assists, 1 save, and 3 shots from Sammy. That guy really stepped up that game. I think you were giving him a lot of praise in game number 2.
Deserved.
I think in game 1 as well, we said that there was some good plays between Lynx, and I think Sammy is really heading it up right now.
Oh yeah, Sammy, the team is playing very well. Sammy is going in, taking advantage, and pushing those shots from the corner.
Absolutely.
And then in the middle, we see Snares. He's taking advantage from positional mistakes that Cl4rity is making.
Yep.
And then Delusion is comfortably playing more of a reactive third. And because of that, he's got some great saves off the
I
backboard.
was going to ask you, so how do we clean this play up from, I mean, Lynx do take game 2, but how do we clean this up from both sides? Is it just simply the passing, or is there something more that, let's start with Lynx, that Lynx could do?
Well, I think Lynx for them is they just need to get a little bit more tighter in their communication. We have seen quite a few examples already of them double committing, and that later on costs them the opportunities. Cl4rity's not punishing them immediately because they don't have that consistency yet, but if they were against one of our top seed teams, they would have been in trouble for that.
Oh, 100%. You know, if you were going up against a Jam Gaming team, just one of the many.
Yeah,
just one of the many. If you're going
Hey,
up against
Cl4rity has
Chiefs,
multiple teams. You're not crazy.
yeah, I mean,
Well, they did. Cl4rity knocked out the other Cl4rity. Rip.
I know you guys were crying about that before. But we look at Chiefs, we look at Avant Gaming, some of the teams like Scylla, Outlaws, and even Conspiracy. If right now we saw that inconsistency going up against one of those teams, these guys would definitely be in trouble.
Well, that's the exact thing. Conspiracy was the one that knocked down not Gooses with Nooses. They've just changed their name. It's
It was bad.
Oh yeah, who
Sorry.
knocked out the team previously known as
the other
Goose.
team? No.
Not the other team. Knocked out the team that was previously called
Nice,
Gooses
nice.
into the lower bracket. So because of that, yes, you're 100% right.
Okay.
If they do not have that consistency, they do get punished. The double commit is just something you cannot do at this level of play.
So apparently one of our players have had a DC with their controller, so put some batteries in it or charge it. I mean, who uses batteries these days? You just charge it up. Hang on, it'd be plugged into the computer? No, sorry, it's PS4 as well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, you just plug in the charger, that's fine.
You just got. I'm pretty sure most people have their cable, like have a cable controller as well.
Well, that's right.
Maybe it's just doing a swap. Maybe it's got a favorite controller.
Maybe it puts batteries in it. It's got Rocket League artwork on it. It's got RLCS
Sick decals,
symbol.
just like his
Yeah,
car.
yeah. It's got the Macca's logo underneath as well. They're like, I wanted to be part of Throwdown Esports. Well, now you are.
I don't
Here's
blame
your
them. I
chance.
would want to be.
You would.
I would.
Oh, I thought you said I wouldn't want to
No,
be.
no.
So,
No,
well, it's too bad you're in.
Yeah, you just drag me in before set like
Just
Wolfie.
like- You can teach me some Rocket League later.
Oh, dude, we'll go to Yummy for that. There's a definite skill gap on the desk.
Hey, you're not too bad yourself. Don't talk yourself down. I've seen you play, hitting those sick aerials, that top 90.
Yummy's just laughing at us from somewhere off in the distance.
No, Yummy's not laughing. He's sick of us already coming through. It's been one game, and Yummy's ready to crack the whip. But speaking of cracking the whip, I think Lynx are ready to crack the whip here.
Yes.
Game 2, they take it more convincingly so
Yeah,
than...
comfortable 4-1.
Yeah, I think the later part of that game was great. It is just about cleaning up that play. And like we said, going up against one of the better teams, they would have absolutely no way that they could play like that and get away with it. So we need to look at Lynx cleaning up. But I think again, Lynx, Sammy in particular, has been really a carry pants for this series so far.
Yeah, they've been quite a strong team, and the game is just about to start, so we can see what is going to go down. I think we should be following Sammy, because he's been a good player to watch so far.
Let's watch no one else except Sammy. No,
Just
of course.
Sammy Cam.
Game 3, Cl4rity eSports have to pick themselves up after that one, but Lynx starting off nice and strong. That is a ball missed, but not a ball capitalized by Lynx. Now Cl4rity going to dribble the ball down themselves. The lulls hit. Ooh, that's a close quarter combat if I've ever seen one from Lynx. They're going to keep carrying the ball, and already we're seeing some very decisive moves.
Yeah, it's really brave to take a
Nice,
dribble
yes.
that slowly when you know that you don't have the follow-up from your team. It just passes possession, but it looks pretty fancy. Close moment is the follow-up there.
Oh, there it is.
Snap.
The lulls comes in and disrespects over Lynx. I think Snares has just left the match for some reason, but you know, we're just going to keep going with it. We're going to keep... Maybe he was the one who had a DC controller, and he's just like, nah, we'll just go for it. We don't need 3 players. But Lynx with the disadvantage at the start. Cl4rity eSports will capitalize, but that was still a really good play.
Yeah, great shot there by Lulz. We have seen him do some beautiful stuff in the air, and stealing that little play right out from under the nose of their goalpost is what we want to see.
Okay, Snares is back in. Let's see if it makes a difference. Cl4rity eSports got really pushed the ladder in front of that net. A quick demo, but Snares, he comes back in with a bit of fire and will clear the ball. And with the soft clear there, it's the hard ones. Oof, I was going to say snarf coming through. I was like, back in the good old days. It's an opportunity lies in wait. Snares off the roof. Okay, he's back with fire, Korea.
Yeah, I think that was just a case of right place, right time, and you just get that shot straight beautifully in. Defense wasn't ready to get that high up and was faced inwards and wasn't able to jump.
Yeah, so Lynx equalizing nice and early. 4 minutes in, we've had some pretty high goal-scoring games, Korea. That's my words this evening.
Yeah, it's definitely a hard day to word. It's quite early on in the AM period and it's Australia time, but that's not affecting the players too much as they're tightening their little play around Cl4rity's goal.
Well, Lynx have another opportunity. Snares is coming through, trying to deceive the ball. Another shot, it rolls through. Cl4rity eSports Club miss another one.
Yeah, Zora is having a little bit of trouble in defense the past couple of games, getting it stolen off and follow up by the punish from Lynx. Not exactly what you want to be seeing.
Again, can't make those mistakes. Lynx will capitalize. Cl4rity eSports been doing the same thing, but it seems since game 2, Lynx have really switched on with Sammy at the helm. Let's see how Lynx keep playing with some good passing plays, but they pass it all the way back to Cl4rity. Okay, questionable. It's off the corner. It's pretty much centered. That's a good clear from Delusion. It's setting it up. The ball to roll past the goal. And that realistically should have been a goal, correct?
Yeah, that's a moment where comms are critically important. And what separates the bubble teams from some of the top teams is just their ability to know what their teammates are doing without having to say too much through the comms itself. And it leads to a much cleaner play.
Oh, this comes off the wall. That was a nice shot. There wasn't enough pace on it, however. And kicking up the tempo, Lynx are still pushing into the goal of Cl4rity eSports, being one up with 3 minutes remaining. Lynx still pushing off this left wing and looking comfortable doing so. Sammy's going to go for the play himself. That was a nice touch, really a nice shot. Lynx aren't done here, however. In the middle of that goal, waiting are Lynx. Another shot. The possession has been lost by Cl4rity eSports again. Finally getting the clear away. It looks like Lynx will actually be in the defense now.
Yep, they did pass it back, but the shot from Lynx isn't quite on, and Lulz runs it past their entire team from the left side of the pitch, bringing that score to that all-important 2-all.
Again, the Lulz just in the right position, the right place, right time, you could say. Bumps out of the way. I like that play from Cl4rity eSports Club. They will equalize, like you said, 2:45 remaining.
Yeah, Lulz is definitely a player I want to be watching going through this competition, because he's done some beautiful play, not only on the air, but on the ground.
Oh,
Lynx!
no!
Oh, off the goals. Oh, kick
Messy.
off.
This is just like, I love this. I absolutely love this. Delusion, that was a great kickoff. Sammy off the wing. What better to start off your Macca's journey with us here at Throwdown?
Yeah, the punishment for the double running back for Boost is a classic thing that happens when you get a little bit too greedy.
Well, one goal in Lynx's favor here. And in the lower bracket, again, you know, there is a big journey for these guys, but Lynx do have a lot of backing. It's a good organization. It's a growing organization. And for them to at least start the journey to RLCS would be great for their first season. Here we go, another shot that gets locked in by Delusion.
There was some beautiful follow-up as well. You could see each one of them was getting into position. The rotation was nice and tight. The fact Sammy left it as well, knowing the follow-up was there, so he had another touch if needed, showcased a great play across the board.
So Lynx have really taken control of this game again and again. Cl4rity eSports line in the defense. It is a problem. Off the wall, Lynx have gotten goals off this before. Trying to chip it into the corner. That was Sammy. Good old Sammy from Lynx. Playing so well. He's playing his heart out, Korea.
Playing his little heart out. It's great to see that the big teams are being supported, and it is showing off with another goal to Delusion. 5-2. I think it's safe to say Cl4rity's in a rough spot.
What is going on, Korea? Like, these shots are just classy, but I feel like some of them should not be going in.
Well, I think Cl4rity's really struggling with a bit of their defense. Azora in particular is not quite getting into the places they want to be for being a reactive player in the first two games.
Oh, you're joking. The Lulz off the backboard, setting it up for Cl4rity. Everyone just off of this kickoff is looking to score a goal, and we have had some really brutal games so far. 5-2. High-scoring goal games, I think, Korea, was the right way to put it.
Yeah, they are definitely high-scoring games, which runs a little bit contrary to what we've seen from these teams for the rest of the day. They've actually been playing most games under 3.
Oh, that shouldn't happen. That almost goes in because a rifle. Azora was there to recover the Lulz. Back to rifle. Cl4rity eSports Club have to get a move on because it's 1:30, and Lynx have pretty much dominated the later part of this game. Same old story, and that would have been nice from Snares. Sammy's going to come in and have another shot. We're setting it up for Lynx once again. Snares is there, gets demoed through the smoke. We can see the ball rolls through, but snatched away as Cl4rity had another shot. And Lynx, they're right back down this end, right where they belong.
Yeah, they're safely pushing out. Even if they can't get this goal, the amount of time they can burn by forcing Cl4rity in the defense can lock out the game as is.
You can see there's so much interception coming through from Lynx. I mean, the possession is going up, up, and up, and hitting these big fancy plays. The goal is open, and Delusion for number 6 will take another classy goal.
Oh, he is having an amazing game, padding those stats out with all of these goals, and great shots just all around.
Pretty consistent, I get. Maybe consistent's not the right word. Pretty fun so far from Lynx. Let's go with fun. I like fun.
The Rocket League's a pretty fun game, so I mean that is an appropriate word choice from
Yeah,
there,
look,
but
let's go. Like it goes beyond the boundaries of Rocket League being fun. This game is just fun, Korea. Here we go again. Delusion off the backboard. There it is, rolling through. Oh my God, what is going on?
Oh, it was a little bit of a gentle tease as well, just walking across that line. And for those who are new to Rocket League, you need to get the whole ball across to get that goal.
Like that.
Just like that.
It rolls past, and Lynx really just showing Cl4rity eSports how it's done. Cl4rity do not know what hit them. It is 7-2 in game number 3. This is a good start for the day, Korea. I think we get these high-intensity games, you know, out of the way. Out of the way. And this is look, it's a good learning experience for both of these teams as well. It is the lower bracket. It is the start of the lower bracket, technically. And they will be versing harder opponents than this. This is a good filtration process, but not even that. It's a good learning curve for a lot of these new teams.
Well, that's the thing. We do talk about warming up going into a lot of these competitions. You play your first sets of games being stressed and under so much pressure, and you need to get that warm-up period before you go against the top teams who you idolize.
Yeah. And for Lynx to get into that top 8, I think we will see a development in them throughout the day. They will take game number 3 and are 2-1 over Cl4rity eSports Club. And if they can take one more, they will be moving further in the lower bracket.
Yeah, pretty comfortably as well with a 7-2 and a 4-1 to Lynx. They dropped that first game, but it was tight, and now they're just smashing.
So Delusional got 5 goals that game. I mean, that's not something you see every day, is it?
9 shots as well. That's pretty filthy.
5 goals, 9 shots. I mean, filthy's a good word for it. Let's go with disgusting. You like that?
I do like that. And that's the weird thing about that. That's like a team score on a really good game. It's like, nah, it's cool. I got this.
No, I got 5 goals. So Delusion stepped up, and I wish it was Delusional. I wish that was.
Maybe we're all delusional.
I mean, I would be.
Especially
with like how everything's going in this first series. I'd be very delusional. Hey, if Lynx eSports take this next one, they will be moving forward in the lower bracket. Remember that they have many more matches to play, all best of 5, so it is going to be an exhausting day if Lynx run the full lower bracket. It's going to be exhausting for whoever takes those last 2 positions remaining.
Yeah, it's pretty much a gauntlet run for them, in fact. Just having to keep going, and every time they have the fear of one loss sends them straight out of the comp.
That's right, but Lynx will be, or Lynx, assuming at this stage, Lynx or Cl4rity at one point may have to verse Square One. I mean, they might get to that point that Square One are their opponent, and as Yummy Cheeseman and you said as well, Korea, these guys are looking to be maybe our dark horse of the split. Maybe the running team that could really take it to the top 6. Now, top 6 can't be top 6 forever. That's why we look for the dark horse of the team to impress us as we move into game number 4, and Lynx off to a cracker of a start. With only 10 seconds in, they'll get the kickoff, they'll maintain possession, and the defense in a bit of trouble now, just as I'm talking them up. That's a better clear, and they'll be able to play for a bit more time.
Yeah, Cl4rity does have that possession, but they don't have that follow-up once they get control. It's almost like they don't expect themselves to do so well on the other side of the pitch, and they get a little scared and back off.
Yep, so Lynx and Cl4rity playing again for the fight of the life. Really, RLCS, this is the dream. The lower bracket, it all starts here, proudly supported by Maccas, of course. And Cl4rity eSports Club pushing for the limit here. If they lose this game, they are out, they are down, and Lynx will move forward. They cannot afford that right now. Lynx are pushing up and looking to start and try and get that first goal.
Yeah, and Lynx have been playing so strong the last 2 games, winning the first one 4-1, and the third game that just finished 7-2. They're going to be so comfortable in carrying that momentum forward.
Speaking of momentum, Korea, I'm glad you came to the train. Momentum's a good hype train, and I'm glad you're aboard, so start shoveling the coal. We're going long term, all right? No, apparently not. He's walked off. He's walked off. Okay, Lynx already starting off strong. We're going to leave that one at the door. Cl4rity eSports playing off this left wing, but it's been stolen away by Lynx. That should not happen. The Lulz was back in defense, but all on this left wing are Lynx. If Cl4rity eSports can get the ball past them, they're good, but they can't. Possession still maintains in Lynx's favor. Passing the ball up, Delusion over to Sammy. Good start. Delusion there. Perfect 3-man pass play, and Lynx are now looking spicy.
That is exactly what we've seen from them the last couple of games. They've been working on that pass play with the Delusion finish, allowing him to get 5 goals last game.
Yep.
And this one, he wants to do it again.
That was cool. I'll tell you what, that was really cool. Lynx, with only 3:20 remaining, can taste the next round for this lower bracket. And I'm pretty proud of that performance right there. I'm pretty proud of how they've adapted in this series. And I'm still looking for more as their possession continues to impress me. And Cl4rity seem to be dropping the ball loosely through their fingers.
Well, that's it. They're pretty much relying on the Lulz to get those aerial intercepts like we saw in the first
Lulz.
game. And if they don't, they're pretty much in a deep pile. So they concede, everything.
That's a nice way to put it. I'm glad that was PG as well, Korea. Thank you very much. Lynx right in front of this net are looking to push this on forward, but the Lulz, I never thought we'd say that in a game, Korea. The Lulz are carrying them through it. Sometimes the Lulz have to carry us through many things. Off the backboard, off that crossbar. Cl4rity eSports Club have another opportunity. There were 2 shots available there. The third one will finally sink through, and now we're at 1 apiece.
This game is so much tighter. It does just show you that they've stepped up, because if they lose this game, they're out. And they have realized that the pressure is now off, and they're playing strong.
Game number 4, Lynx have found their competition. Maybe not their match, but their competition. Cl4rity eSports to be their match have to take this one to game 5. And Lynx playing it slow. Both members miss the ball. Again, these small little micro mistakes that I guess cannot be afforded right now.
No, especially when the goal is so close to being scored out of nowhere from Lynx, as Cl4rity does have a hole in that rotation and almost gets punished for it.
Snares takes it himself. Let's look at the game ahead with 2 minutes remaining. Lynx under a bit of pressure here. Azora taking the ball himself. He gets demoed. There should be a save there. Luckily for Lynx, that demolition will keep them alive. 3 members are back in defense, and after that hard clear, they will be pushing up and trying to challenge Cl4rity. But they've started the passing plays. This is really good. Adaptation was the key word. They just have to make sure that the passing plays are stronger than this, because the plays that coming through from Lynx are strong as well. Azora, get it the heck out of there. Luckily for Lynx, the ball is still down this field. They've got another shot here, but how do they take it?
Delusion is rotating back, allowing him to have the safer opportunity for this follow-up that's going to come from Cl4rity. He knew that it was a bit risky to come from that angle and makes the safe play.
The Lulz hits the ball over. That's a nice touch from Cl4rity eSports Club. They're down this side of the field, right where they want to be. 1:20 remaining. Rifle sitting around this midfield, ready to rotate back. He picks up the big boost and is at full charge now. But here we go, Lynx. This is what they do best. Off this left wing, the ball is stolen away by Rifle, and Lynx have to get back right now. Rifle is not stopping, loses the ball. Possession is really key here for Cl4rity eSports Club, and Lynx again, just when you think they're losing the ball, they bring it right back.
And Cl4rity is starting to get a read on them, which is why they haven't had as many goals conceded. They've noticed that pass play with the dunk followed up by Delusion seems to be the clutch move of Lynx, and they're just not having any of it.
Delusion waiting here, misses the ball. 35 seconds remaining, could be seeing another overtime to decide the fate of Lynx, or at least Cl4rity eSports Club at this stage. Lynx try to pass the ball through the line of defense. Great touch coming through from Lynx, but it's followed up by Rifle, trying to take it down center field. Azora's here as well. Does he push up? No, he misses the ball. Lulz will recover, but Lynx are not done yet. The ball gets centered, but no one to follow through. The gaps need to be capitalized on here by Lynx, but with 10 seconds remaining, this could just be another overtime. Azora does get a soft touch on the ball, but it's still being followed up. 1 second remaining, the ball hits up, and I think we could be seeing overtime, unless, no, Lynx will take it to it.
Yeah, Cl4rity did win the first overtime of game 1, so this is the environment they've been safely playing into, and that crazy dribble play nearly leads to an early goal.
Oh, lucky Delusion was their courier. I could see it coming through. Cl4rity, when it matters most, really stepping up to the plate here, but Lynx, you have to worry about Snares, because as he has possession of the ball, 1 miss, that's going to cost them. Lynx nicely done. Snares to take the ball himself.
Yeah, that's what we want to see from OCE. Some good dribble plays, or just simply running it up, giving yourself a pseudo devo, and finishing it out a nice 2-1.
Honestly, Snares coming through off that left wing. That was a great play. Lynx eSports will move forward in this lower bracket, and unfortunately, Cl4rity eSports Club, their RLCS stream will come to a halt for now. There's always next time, but you have to be crushed by that loss there. Lynx took us on a journey. I think Cl4rity did as well, but at the end of the day, Mr. Yummy Cheese, man, still proud of Lynx, I think.
I'm really proud of Lynx too. I'm surprised that they showed up so big.
Oh, yeah.
And they had some great team plays, but most importantly, their backboards showed that they can most likely take it to the best. And we obviously don't know who they're going to verse in the next round, but I think they'll be able to take it. That was a really good showing.
Yeah, it was just pretty much Dunk City from them with, like, what was it, 5 goals from Delusion alone, just from standing up there and just smashing them down all over Cl4rity.
I think we saw adaptation in that game, though. I think I want to highlight games 3 and 4 from Lynx, because although Cl4rity did start bringing it back and they adapted themselves, I think Lynx tightened up their play and their passes. You saw that 3-man pass play was much better and what we were expecting from Lynx.
And they found the weakness. Those 3-man pass plays, those backboards, they got 1 success with it. They weren't doing that in the first game, but as soon as they got their first success and they realized it was a weakness of Cl4rity in their defense, they just took advantage of it over and over again. And it was just, as well, testament to Cl4rity that they did tighten it up before the end.
Yeah, and I think that shows you the difference between the two teams. The quickness to adapt is a critical thing. Clarity may have worked out what they were doing, but it took them 2 games where they got absolutely crushed before they did, and Lynx could still play consistently through.
And that's a big showing. Gooses with Nooses, now Lynx. We said that they're a really, really good team, and now they've got the opportunity to make it into the top 8. They've still got a long run, but they're going to be able to carry the momentum into the next game, into the next series. But we don't know who they're versing. They have to verse somebody who loses in the upper bracket.
That's right. So I think, Cheeseman, I think when Lynx tighten up their play, they do look like potentially a top 8 team.
Yep.
But they have to be consistent there. If they adapt, if they go against one of the top teams that come down, I am worried about their fate here.
I mean, anybody here in the lower bracket's going to have a tough time. But they had some great signs. I'm not too worried about them. I actually think that they have a good chance of taking on whoever they verse in the next round once we find out who that is.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how we look at the upper bracket as well. Curry, is there anyone from Lynx that impressed you? Like, I mean, a micro MVP? Sorry, I used the word just to trigger you a little bit.
A TVP?
And yeah, look, give some micro MVP. I mean, Sammy stepped up, Delusion stepped up. Was there someone that really highlighted it for you?
Yeah, I think Delusion has to be showcased. The singles, like the score he got, both in terms of actual score and the number of goals, was crazy.
Yeah.
Like, he had a team's worth of just goals put onto that panel right off the bat. And they weren't always single touches. They weren't always pass plays. He was a combination of all of them, which means he showcased a lot of skills across the board to get those points.
Yeah. Cheeseman, would you agree with that? Or
It has to be Sammy. I mean, there's no one else.
Yeah, that's right. Sammy Sandwich. I mean, like, there was some impressive play coming through from Lynx at the end of the day. However, they will move forward, and it means that we have an upper bracket match, I believe, to go to next. I am very curious to see who we watch.
Legacy vs. Outlaws.
Oh, thank you.
Proudly supported by McDonald's.
Nice. You're filling me in as well. Just
The Monopoly game is back. 1 in 5 win.
Nice.
20%.
Bam.
Pretty good.
Bam, you're so good at that.
It's right.
It's the
written
badge.
right here.
It's the RLCS badge that makes you stylish.
Where's your? I mean, sorry.
Oh, wow. Well, because of that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have a 5-minute break. When we return, we are going to move towards Legacy and Outlaws. Do not go anywhere. The fun has only just begun.